Oh, anything you guys want to work on? Anything that's come up? Erica, I'm going to work in that arm balance today. I can't remember what you called it. It's like half crow, half TT Basana. There's a few ways to get into it.
Oh, the funky one?
The which one?
The funky arm balance?
Yeah, it's like one arm is under and one arm is in crow. And then you just... It is funky. There's many funky ones. Okay, child's pose. And then Jewel, we're going to work on the jump back too, right? Okay. So let's take a deep breath in and big breath out. Thank you. More coffee, please. Just taking a moment to scan through your body, your fingers, draw your awareness up your arms. Without doing anything special, just allow your body to be completely soft, no effort, no anticipation. No preconceived forcing or trying. Just simply being where you are in space. Notice which parts of your body connect to the ground. Notice the temperature of the air around you, where air touches skin. A deep breath in. Big breath out. Turning on your yogic breath, what we call your ujjayi, breathing in through your nose, out of your nose with a small constriction at the back of your throat. So you can really pull that breath like taffy on both ends, like that sticky candy. When you're ready, round and curl. Take your toes in line with your knees. And then melt your hips down towards the floor. Let your shoulders slide together. Lifting up, stretching your belly. And as you exhale, come all the way down to the floor. Take your right hand in line with the right shoulder and roll over onto your right side. Take a deep breath in. A big breath out. Sending your inhale into the center of your chest. Allow your exhale to slide the shoulder blades together, not by forcing, just by softening. You come back into center and switch. Left arm comes out, right hand comes in. Sending the inhale into the center of your chest. Allow the heart to expand, lift, rise. And the exhale as the shoulder blades soften. Slowly come back into center. We lift up cobra 3 times for 3. And release. Come back up for 2. And release. This is a really nice modification that Alex is doing. She's on the forearms here. Inhale, lift up. So if you don't want to be on the hands, you can drop to the forearms. Beautiful. And release. We push back, child's pose, hips to heels. Deep breath in. Good morning. Big breath out.
Ujjayi breath.
Ujjayi breath. Round and curl, tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Big breath out. And just start to work it out. Bend one knee, stretch the other. Just getting into your body, feeling and acknowledging where it's at today. As you inhale, lift up high to the tiptoes. Roll your sit bones a little higher, melt your heart a little bit closer, and then keeping your heels and your tailbone high, bend your knees, pull your tailbone up and back to the sky diagonally. Create space through the spine. Deep breath in. Press forward, high plank and pause, hold. Hips and shoulders same height. Pull your heart forward even more. So can you soften between the shoulder blades just a little? So yes, but press, yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's like baby bear. You got to find that like not too rounded. You want to think collarbones wider, heart forward. Soften just like a little there, but hips higher. Higher, higher, higher. Now soften through here with the, there we go. Elbows wrap back, arms hugging. You see it? Mm-hmm. Look, pubic bone to belly button. Soften through here. Elbows wrap back. Good. Sorry, guys. Float your right toes up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the top knee, open up your hip. Every inhale, the knee lifts higher. Every exhale, the foot falls closer. Right knee comes down to the floor, right underneath the hip. Left toes float back behind you. You either stay here and hold, or you look forward, you lean forward, chin taps the floor, tracing the rib cage, making those cleavage arms, 3, and then come back up. Coming back down for 2. So as you do these Sunbird bows, your arms can slide off the sides, but you keep the pathway. Inhale up. Now on this last one, you just don't let them go off the sides. You keep them together underneath you. So if you want to kick up into the chin stand, you go. For 3. For 2, right leg up and back to the sky, three-legged dog. Keep your hip closed this time. And kick that foot strong, flex the foot, hug those upper ribs in. Nice, Alex. 3, 2, right foot steps back through between your hands. Drop your back knee down. Shift your weight back and flex, half splits, hold, 3. Yeah, take up more space. You're doing something subconsciously. I don't know if you know you're doing it, but we'll get into it later. Mm-hmm. Slowly bend back forward into your right knee. Actually, let's do a little transition from here. This is a fun one. Shift back to half split. Tuck your back toes. Meet. So you can either do this with or without blocks. Obviously with the blocks you're going to have a little bit more space. So bring the blocks right underneath your shoulders. You're going to press away from these blocks, round the spine and hollow your belly. From here, Alex, I want you to think about reaching your right heel forward and then up. See if you can float your right heel off the mat. Nice. 3 and down. 2 and down. So you're always pressing away. You can't fall into it. Last one, hold. Tuck your back toes, float your back knee 1 inch. And then press away from the blocks, round the spine, pull that right, you got it, all the way up and back, three-legged dog. So press down, round, use the back toes to help you. Nice, Ella, so good. Good, we press forward, high plank. You can keep the blocks underneath your hands if you like. High plank. Chaturanga, low plank, drop your knees if you need to. Good, inhale, upward facing dog, shoulder blade squeeze, collarbones wide, oof. So good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, high to tiptoes. Exhale, bend your knees. Press forward, high plank and pause. Hold. So feel like from your belly button, the heart is pulling and expanding forward. You're wrapping the elbows back towards the back of the mat to bring your call. Yes, Alex. Soften in and through. Pull forward. No. You had it, yes. And then tailbone presses back, heels press back. Left toes float. Sliding up and back, three-legged dog. Good, bend the top knee, open up the hip. Anything that feels right and good for you here. Paula, watch those ribs. Not to be confused with Paula. Elbows down, rib cage in. like you're breathing into the back body, the thoracic spine. Left knee comes down to the floor. Take those blocks out of the way for now, Alex. Coming down for 3. And up. Nice, tuck those bottom toes. 2. Good. And up. Last one, you either kick up into chin stand or Alex, if you can, just keep your chin down, your heart down, right leg to sky, but just keep your back toes in the floor and float the knee. Good, and then press off the back toes. Lift the toes higher, hold 3. That's a good variation too. Nice. 2, drop your right foot down to the floor. We lift up and back, downward facing dog. Left leg comes up and back to the sky. Good, knee to nose. Step the foot through or grab and pull it to the top of your mat. Drop your back knee down. Good, shift the weight back and flex. I love how you corrected it on this side. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Pressing that heel down, pulling the hip back, rolling the tailbone higher. So maybe try without the blocks this time. So coming up, bring your hands right underneath your shoulders. You're pressing into the ground, round the spine, hollow the belly. So it's less about where it comes from the hands. It's going to be the back leg that helps you. Tuck the back toes, round the spine, hollow the belly. You do really have to press out of the floor, but it's floating that back knee, lifting your tailbone high to the sky. That's going to help you pull that left leg up and back lightly. Press down to go up. Nice. Good work, everybody. We move forward, high plank. Chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hands to meet your feet, back edge of the mat. Grab opposite elbows or behind the head or behind your back. And give your head a little shake, yes. And a little shake, no. If you want, you can add a couple handstands, little leapy frogs. Let's go, G. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Yeah, keep going. Nice. We walk ourselves out, downward facing dog. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, slowly move forward and down, chaturanga for 3, 2, pause at 90. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shoulder blade squeeze, collarbones wide. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog. Walk your feet to meet your hands, very tip-top edge of the mat. Big toe mounds touch, heels have some space. Come up halfway, lift flat spine, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Bend your knees, head and hands stay heavy and slowly roll all the way up to stand, one vertebrae at a time. When you get there, shoulders are up, back and down, palms face forward. Step up to the very tip-top edge of your mat if you're not already there.